Say less. Say less. You ain't got, you ain't go. Say less. Yeah. Say less. Hey girl, what it do? If you got friends, cool, bring a few through. No fun if the homies, man, R.I.P. Nate Dogg, this too true. And you know what I'm down for. Round 2, round 3, and a round 4. Move switch when she knocked at the front door. Next up was the uproar. Yeah, was like a week ago, but we both know how weekends go. Tryna tuck off, got some places we could go. Swear she got the like wow, she's blessed, I'm blessed. I don't GA. You tryna yes on, yes on, yes on, yes. Say less. Say less.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today's game will feature a team that loves getting it done through the air. The Seahawks are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Cardinals, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. On first down, Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. The play clock's running down. First carry for Thomas Rawls. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On second down, Wilson. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing again here, Wilson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Marcus Golden coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And now Adam Vinatieri. He's into his 40s now. You'd think low to mid-50s, probably about the outside of his range. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on 4th down, as seen on TV, here's their resident strongman, John Ryan, on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. For the first time with Johnson. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. To throw here, Dalton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So now it's 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. Play action now. Dalton. And that is incomplete. Coming in carrying the losing streak, not the start that they were looking for. 3 and out on the opening drive.
So now everyone's looking at each other. And what I mean by that is, who's going to make the right play? Who's going to get us out of the doldrums? Who's going to get us out of this funk that they're in right now? They've got to find someone who will make a play, create a play, and get their confidence moving in the right direction.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Returnable for Lockett. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. And out now come the Seahawks. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They go again with Rawls. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
Well, warm-up QB2, let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
First down, this is Rawls. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground. Rawls again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Time running out here on the play clock. Here's Wilson. And Lockett with a grab over the middle. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. It's caught outright by Graham. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. So that'll back him up 5. First and 15 here behind the chains. Wilson turns and gives to Procise. Down right around the 25. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. An update now from Oakland. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? It's complete to Jerron Brown. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down. On the toss, here's Johnson. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Well, after those plays, the offense coordinator has to feel like he has balance in his favor. Threw it, then ran it, both for nice chunks of yardage. Now he feels like he's got things going in his direction, but the defensive coordinator, his guys are off balance a little bit. How does he set up, and what does he plan for in the next play? Is there a tendency there he can lock in on and maybe set his defensive call?
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard. Looks to be right around the 40. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. Caught on the right side, Reed. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Play fake. Here's Dalton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
My high school coach John Ford used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Crossbar and comes back, and it's no good. And by just a whisker, this remains a scoreless game. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, This time, the break goes against him.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
Well, so much for all the time that you spend in practice because for offensive linemen and running backs to get in sync, that requires a ton of practice time, a ton of watching tape together, a ton of really getting to where you're thinking with one mind on every single play that's called, every single run, because you want to know how your guy's going to block it. They want to know how he's going to run it, what kind of cuts he's going to make, and it's really anticipatory. And when you're really locked in together, you know what he's going to do before he actually does it. On this play, that didn't happen at all, and that turned into a big loss.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and that usually gives you an advantage in running it.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Jordan Reed has it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Dalton, first and 10. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one, and another first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Frank Clark in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. On second down, Johnson fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now they're in the second quarter now in Oakland, and it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? Dancing to his left. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And down he'll go at the 25. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
A second down carry for Procise. He finds an opening past the 40. Oh, he slipped right by him. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. They go read option with Wilson. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. He's got daylight. 20, 10, and they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. To throw on second down, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 41. And to inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Mike Bennett in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
They pitch it out to Johnson. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Dalton. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. They're in the second quarter now in Oakland. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And they'll start the drive here with an end around. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They go to Johnson again. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Dalton now to pass. And this is going to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter three.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Wilson. And able to find Graham, complete. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. They go play action here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Marcus Golden coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. On 2nd down, Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the gun, Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 27. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now a handoff. Johnson. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Dalton here from the gun. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Out to the left here to Reed. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. A 3rd quarter score now from MetLife Stadium. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Dalton operating in the red zone now. Underneath for Johnson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Another chance for Dalton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Reed. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
Yeah, only needed a yard, instead went backwards. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
They start on the ground with Rawls. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On second down, Rawls. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
An update from down in L.A. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. An extra DB added here for the Cards on third.
Blitzer play coverage.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. First down, Seahawks, Wilson to Baldwin. The 10th carry for Thomas Rawls. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Wilson gives to Procise on the delay. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now Wilson on second down. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. One Wilson to another for a Seahawk first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They go read option with Wilson. On first down, Procise. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Back to the ground attack. It's Rawls. A big hit. Knocked out sideways. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On second down, here's Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Doug Baldwin, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And now a critical extra point attempt here. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This is T.J. Logan to return it. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. A toss, left side, Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Andy Dalton. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jordan Willis in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Dalton throwing on second down. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Dalton. And he's got Gresham. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And Dalton to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Reed. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
This will be Dalton again. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Frank Clark in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. First and 10 for Dalton. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Heck of a move and then brought down near the 23. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a second down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. 3 yards to go on second down. Now Dalton. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 29, the 40, the 30, 10. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawks touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Chad Williams, and it's second down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Michael Bannon in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
And this offense needs a touchdown. A field goal won't get it done in this situation. But after giving up back-to-back sacks, things are looking a little bit bleak.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. To throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Elsewhere, they're on to the fourth quarter at MetLife Stadium. And the Vikings have scored again to extend their lead. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Wilson again to Rolls. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.